Hello, hello. Welcome to my space. I hope you are doing well. We are going to check what are the messages that we are getting right now for the collective. Before we start, just a reminder, this is a group reading, so it might be for you, it might be partly for you, and it might not be for you. So please take what resonates, leave the rest. Don't take on yourself a story that is not yours. You are already supposed to know what I'm talking about. I'm just here to bring you a little bit more confirmation, a little bit more information, insights, all those kind of things. If I am talking about masculines or feminines, I am not especially talking about the gender. No, I am talking about the energy from where someone is operating. So apply it however it applies. And this can be past, present, or future. So I hope you are all doing well, soulmates. Feminine energy, karmic in reverse, exhausted, toxic. Okay, so apparently we are talking here about love. We are talking about love, a relationship at least. Right? Okay, it kind of feels here that somebody thought that you were karmic. Envy. Isolation. Let me take two more. 1 et 2. Time. Again, we have this element of time. And the healing. Healing. With the soulmate here, what comes to my mind immediately, it is someone with who you might have had a soul contract. So, it doesn't especially mean that it is that we are talking about love, right? Because you can have a soul contract. Very often you have a soul contract with your family, right? Something that you are carrying from a past life and that needs to be solved. So your parent might have been your biggest enemy in your past life, it might have been your child, it might have been your boss. Same goes with siblings. So with this soulmate here, this is kind of what I understand here. It is that we are talking about a soul contract. Kind of feel here that you have been very much nurturing, mothering, gentle, caring, all of those things. But we have a karmic here. Do we have a karmic, or were you considered as a karmic? And this is why we have this toxic here. One second, I will turn those cards here, because usually those cards I don't especially take them in reverse. But I saw how they came out anyway. I kind of feel here. What I feel here, it is that there is someone in the entourage of the person that we are talking about here. I kind of feel that this feminine energy here, in fact, it is someone who pretended to be gentle, to give good advice, to be caring, all those kind of things. But in fact, it was not. It was someone who had also maybe a soul contract with this person, but they were in a karmic situation here. And I kind of feel that the intention here was to exhaust this person about you, make them act in very, very toxic ways. And the reason why it is because this external person, who was in fact a third party that put themselves in between you and another person here, was extremely envious. Extremely envious. It doesn't have to be a feminine, it can be a masculine too, right? And they were hoping that somehow, with whatever they did here, in order to try to separate you and somebody else, it would create a situation where this person would reject you or treat you in such a way that you would take distance, or create a situation in which, even if you guys would want to reunite, for some external reason it was not possible. If it's the case, then you will know what I'm talking about. Kind of feel that they were trying to keep this person busy all the time. Might be talking about an ex. Might be talking about an ex. Yeah. This is what I feel here. I also hear a mother. So I kind of feel that it's either an ex, right, that in fact became a third party in your situation, meaning that they included themselves in the middle of a relationship. How did they do that? Mainly by exhausting, I will call it your person, right? It doesn't have to be romantic. I will still say your person in order for us, it's easier to identify, right? So they try to exhaust this person by making them busy all the time. So if, for example, it is the child parent, they will invent, make up that they are sick, or that the child is sick, or that there is some kind of thing in the school and the other parent need to go. And they would always, put things in the program of your person, in order for them to be so overwhelmed by what is happening that they cannot even give you time. This doesn't forgive your person, right? Because your person needs to learn how to put boundaries and prioritize what needs to be prioritized. They need to learn not to be so easily manipulatable, right? But I kind of feel that by doing that, at the end of the day, you might have seen this person, or at least the situation, as very toxic, and wonder, if this person doesn't know how to put boundaries, they don't have time, they don't see what's going on. Like, at the end of the day, like, why do I need to be here? And I kind of feel that this third party consider that your person was theirs. Like, if it's an ex, yes, you are my ex, but you cannot move on. You cannot rebuild yourself. And then they will find all kind of excuses, right? But they were envious. This is the reality. Envious, competitive. I kind of feel that there might also be a financial reason here. We will check with the tarot. We will get more information. But yeah, they wanted you separated, and they put a lot of time and energy into doing that, hoping that at the end of the day, it would be so stuck that you would consider this person as a karmic and you would move on, right? And I kind of feel that this person has presented themselves as so loving and so caring and so everything. I feel a lot of emotional manipulation here. A lot. I see the King of Cups in reverse, right? Even the Queen of Cups in reverse, playing the victim all the time. I need you here, I need you there, I need you, I need you, I need you. And a lot also of shaming, blaming this person, trying to make them think that some things are their responsibility. You know, it is like somebody who is separated or divorced, right? And then because the ex-partner doesn't want their ex to get into a new relationship, they won't respect, you know, let's say Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, the kids are supposed to be with your person, and the other days not. They will put pressure on your person if they have some kind of something that they have to do. They will put pressure on your person, saying if you were a good parent, you wouldn't want the children to be with a babysitter, and you would take care of them if I can't. You know, those kind of blame, shame, putting on responsibilities that are not real, right? This kind of behavior, very, very toxic. But let's be honest, if this is your story, then your person needs to get some balls, right? No matter if it's a feminine or a masculine, doesn't matter. Because once again, yeah, I heard on the video that it sounded like a chair that was moving. I was afraid that this sound, it sounded like a fart. So I was happy to realize that it didn't sound like a fart. It truly, yeah, it sounded more like a wooden chair on a wooden floor. So let's see. What should we know about this situation? Somebody here is anxious and sad, stressed out. They are holding on very strongly to someone. They don't want to release. Yeah, I kind of feel that we are talking about this ex. This is what I feel. That we are talking about this ex that doesn't want to release. They want to have full access to their ex, to your person. Yeah, it's just because they are envious. They don't want the ex to get into a healthy relationship. They don't want it. As simple as that. As simple as that. Tell me more here, please. Yeah, and they are actively lying and manipulating this person. They are creating them a lot of confusion. I kind of feel that we are talking here truly about somebody karmic, obviously, but also about somebody who is very abusive. We might be talking about a narcissistic individual, right? We know that separating yourself from a narcissistic individual might even become dangerous because they consider that you are their prop. It doesn't matter that they have other things going on, that they are in a new relationship, all of this, it doesn't truly matter. They consider you to be theirs, and you have no right to move on, and you have no right to be happy, right? Yeah, we have a lot of confusion here, a lot of lies, manipulation, gaslight. Somebody is truly trying to manipulate someone, brainwash someone, mind control someone here, and they are doing it very, very actively. Eight of Pentacles, it kind of feel that they are master manipulators. Those two cards together, it is kind of master manipulation. Yeah. Kind of feel that they are very, very good at what they are doing. Yeah, because they want their ex to carry their burdens. This is what they want. This is their intention. It feels like it's, you know, somebody very... Nine of Cups in reverse. Unable to manage themselves, very dependent, very codependent, somebody trauma bonding, but also very entitled and arrogant and think that the world revolves around them. What else should we know here about this situation? Four of Wands, Two of Cups. I will check further here because we have, this is family, this is foundation, and this is a relationship, right? I kind of feel here that what we are talking about, it is that it doesn't matter that it is an ex or a mother or somebody else, right? I'm talking about an ex because this is what seems the more obvious to me, but you know, there are all kind of people and there are all kind of I kind of feel that they truly believe that, you know, yeah, we might be separated, we might not be together, I might just be your mother, I might just be your friend, but you are mine, you are mine. I just got the information. We might also be talking about a best friend that in fact is in love with your person. I'm saying your person like this because you might not consider it your person, but it's the easiest way for me to explain here who is who, right? Let me check this. Let me check. What's going on here with this Four of Wands? Because I don't succeed to see if you and this person would be something very, very stable, very happy, a very good partnership, relationship, association, very good. And this is why this person feels so envious and threatened. Or if they, this karmic, consider themselves as that. Can I please get an answer about that, about this Four of Wands and Two of Cups? Ten of Cups in reverse. Okay, so, yeah, the Emperor in reverse, Ten of Wands in the upright. Yeah, okay, so this person who is intervening in your connection, in your partnership, in fact, they feel very, very burdened because they feel that they are losing here someone that could make them happy. Right? So they know, in fact, that you are very stable. You can offer something, a very good partnership to this person, right? I already talked about that sometimes mothers are like that, right? They will absolutely praise if their child is coming home with somebody very, very karmic, but if their child is coming home with someone healthy, amazing, the karmic parent will hate this person. They will try to destroy this relationship because they don't want their child to realize that they themselves are so karmic. And in comparison, with someone healthy, they will realize that their parent is karmic. But if the child is bringing somebody karmic, so the karmic parent think that they can unite together against or that either they will be able to unite with the karmic, and if not, that it will be very easy to be the safe place for the child, right? Because if they are dealing with the karmic, so the karmic is creating them issues in the relationship, and then the parent can still be the safe space, right? Sorry, as you can hear, I am still a little sick. So, let's see, what else should we know here? There is some kind of financial interest here. So it's not just that this person who is trying to destroy whatever between you and someone. It's not just about envy. There is some kind of financial advantage that they are afraid to lose. Maybe I kind of feel that right now they succeed to manipulate this person and get them to where they want. This is what's going on right now. And they're afraid that if you get into the picture, there will be some kind of loss because you will be able to show, it's exactly what I said before, show to this person what is true love, what is true respect, what is truly a healthy relationship. And they are afraid of losing some kind of advantages. This is what they are afraid of. Can you see all the cards? Absolutely you can. Okay. Tell me more here, please. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. They are financially dependent. They are financially dependent on this person. And they shouldn't. They shouldn't. And it also doesn't mean that you would do anything, that you would intervene there in the middle. But I kind of feel that they know, this person that we are talking about, they know that they shouldn't get access to this kind of support. They know. I kind of feel that, you know, if this represents you or your person, you would never tell them if they have the ability to help someone financially. So, you know, if it's truly somebody who depends on getting help. Now, if we are talking about someone who's lazy, who is at an age where they truly can work, but they refuse to work, and they are just lazy and they just want to enjoy the fruits of somebody else, then, you know, then maybe, you know, I kind of feel that this is what's happening here. Yeah, because we have here somebody who's playing the victim, right? Queen of Cups in reverse, somebody who's a victim in every situation. It's not because of me, it is because of this and that and that and that. Yeah, it's the typical toxic is always a victim. They are always a victim, they want people to feel sad for them. Yeah. Tell me more here, please. But it kind of feels that your person is finally taking distance because they understand that they are dealing here with a very dark feminine. And I said it can be a mother, right? The Empress is often a mother, reverse toxic mother. Someone that is not abundant will never be abundant. They are just a burden on others. They are also using their charm and their feminine attributes in order to control other people, right? Yeah, with this six of swords here, I kind of feel truly that this person understood that if they want to heal, right? If they want to protect themselves and heal, they need to distance themselves of whoever this is. Sometimes you cannot totally distance yourself, right? If it's the parent of your child. But if you are dealing with the situation, gray rock method, everything by text, no phone calls. It's also better for legal matters to have everything written. So refusing phone calls, all the exchanges are by text. Those are good ways that you can protect yourself from every side possible. Because if you allow this person to call you whenever and you answer, they will continue to manipulate you, they will abuse it. So this is the best thing to do. As a healer, this is what I'm saying when I'm dealing with someone who is going through a divorce or is co-parenting with a narcissistic individual. The best thing to do, it is truly everything by text. No phone calls, none of that. Also for legal matters, it's the best thing that you can do. Because with narcissistic people, they will turn everything around to their advantage and giving just the answers. And if they are provoking, not getting into it. Don't do it. Simply let them be in their battles by themselves. The best thing that you can do. Tell me more here, please. Ah, beautiful. 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 Yeah. Apparently, your person refuses to fight. They are not into... They are not dealing with this situation anymore. They are not. Yeah. Kind of feel, yeah. They understood that they are dealing here with a very toxic person. I said, it might be a mother, it doesn't have to be. It doesn't have to be a feminine, it can be a masculine. But we are obviously talking here about someone who's very, very jealous, that can be very mean, they can be very controlling. It kind of feels like a feminine, right? Feels like a feminine. Doesn't have to be, but I would truly go towards a feminine here. A mother, an ex, a best friend. It can be a masculine that is very feminine, right? Might be someone gay, for example. Yeah. Okay, so your person has apparently understood that they are dealing here with somebody extremely jealous, very toxic, very destructive, can be extremely mean. very, yeah, controlling, somebody that doesn't know how to deal themselves with their own feelings, and they think that everybody needs to carry their burdens. This is kind of how it feels here. Let's see, what else should we know here? Ooh, again. Yeah, listen, we are talking here about someone who is financially dependent on your person. And they might also be something else. They might also be something of status. If your person has some kind of status, because they are part of some kind of family, or they have some kind of job, so they want to maintain the status that goes with the person, right? But there is, I kind of feel that they want your person, no matter what, to take care of them financially. Yeah, to carry their burdens. Do we have all the queens out here? No, but we have the Queen of Cups in reverse, Queen of Wands in reverse, Queen of Pentacles in reverse, the Empress in reverse. Yeah, we are obviously talking about a very, very dark feminine. Very dark feminine. Yeah. Absolutely. But as said, it can also be a mother. It can be a mother, it can be a stepmother, it can be a sister. It can be a best friend. And it can be a masculine that operates from their feminine side, right? A masculine that is very much connected to their femininity. They might be gay, they don't have to be gay. Tell me more here, please. Yeah. Yeah. Beautiful. I love that. Right under the Six of Swords, which is about going to calmer waters, right? This is when you are overloaded, you are going to calmer waters, right? Right under we have the Temperance. Someone is putting their energy in finding back their balance. They see here, they see that they are dealing here with somebody who doesn't care about them, doesn't care about their well-being, doesn't care about their love life, doesn't care about their happiness. They see it. They see it. And so they are pushing it away. Beautiful. It's good. It's good. We are truly talking here about someone, I feel, that is understanding that they allowed some kind of very karmic, toxic individual, feminine energy, very jealous, very controlling, very manipulative, using her charms, maybe her sexuality, in order to get what they want. And I kind of feel that somebody here is awakening to that in fact, whatever they tolerated from this person, if you are talking about a masculine here, we obviously have someone who might not have got the best example of masculinity and femininity. Yeah. I kind of feel that if we are talking about a masculine, there might be an issue with their mother. That their mother might be a little bit narcissistic. But what I feel, it's more like covert narcissist. So it is someone who is playing the victim all the time, and maybe, you know, it's someone who grew up with parents that divorced, and so the mother truly put all of her sadness and energy and everything on this child here, and this child became the caregiver, and this covert narcissistic mother try to truly take this child to her side, criticizing the other parents, and making this child feel that they needed to care about them. Kind of feel like we are talking about a mother and then we are talking about a son, right? And so this mother that might have gotten divorced put on the son the responsibility of taking care, becoming her new husband, like, you know, maybe not in a schmexual way, but understand what I mean. But it is a narcissistic individual. So this person has educated their son to become who they want. Right? Yeah, but I kind of feel that this person is realizing it now. We might be talking about you here, right? You as the child. I guess that as the narcissistic parent, you wouldn't be watching this, right? Yeah, I don't know how you came out, and it's important. Yeah, somebody here feels extremely betrayed. Extremely betrayed. It was the High Priestess that came out. Yeah. Somebody feels very, very betrayed. Look at that. They understand now how they have been manipulated. They understand how they have been manipulated. What came out before, it is the High Priestess, but it fell. So I don't know truly in which direction it came out. I kind of feel that this represents this feminine, this mother maybe, that their child have looked at them naturally, because it's a mother maybe, as a high priestess, and now they realize in fact that it is a high priestess in reverse, right? This is kind of what I feel. But yeah, this person feels very, very betrayed by this feminine, realizing now that in fact they have been manipulated. And if it's a mother, we are talking about years and years and years. Let's take a card for the closure. Closure, please. Yeah. They see it all now. They see the lies, the gaslighting, the manipulation, the hidden agenda. They see it all. I'm happy to see that. It's very painful, right? It's very painful, but it's very freeing. It's painful and freeing at the same time. It's painful because suddenly you realize that all the excuses that you made, all the efforts that you made for someone, that you were manipulated to do them, which is already very, very painful. It is also, if it is a parent, then there is a lot of grief. And also, with time, you realize that whatever this person has told you, nothing is real. Everything was manipulation. Whatever they might have said about a person, that this person is not okay, it might have been lies. Everything that you believed that came from this individual, everything might be lies. It's terrible. It's truly terrible. But at the same time, it is freeing. It is healing. Because you cannot heal if you don't accept the reality for what it is. And so if we are talking here about someone external to you, you might have been somehow, how do we say, a catalyst, by being in your aligned energy. Even if it means leaving this person behind, because this is toxic, right? This is toxic. So you might have been an important person in the example that you gave, right? Just by being yourself and by not staying in something that is toxic, right? So I kind of feel that there is here something about the example that you gave. Right? Let's see here if I'm getting anything more. Yeah, the person might be in a very dark place now. You know, if it's a parent, and also if this parent have created a separation with the other parent that was based on lies and manipulation, this person might feel like a orphan now, right? Because they might have a difficult relationship. Let's say that we are talking, it's the mother that is karmic, right? So they might have a very, very difficult relationship with the father, but it's because the mother has used this child in order to hurt the father, right? And now, so this person doesn't have a good relationship with the father, based on lies and based on feeling that they needed to protect the mother, and now they realize that the mother, in fact, is a manipulator. So now they feel like an orphan. It's hard. It's hard. Yeah, they are awakening to a very, very hard reality. But at the end of the day, it's the best thing that can happen to them. Because they are not blind anymore. They were stuck in a mental prison made of lies and manipulation. Yeah, they are going through hard judgments now. Very hard judgments. Yeah. They might want to recreate some kind of fairness here. Some kind of justice. Because they might have realized that they have given to the very, very wrong person. Right? Yeah, so they are taking their time now to observe and understand what's going on exactly and how to move forward from this situation. Yeah, but they are regaining their power. They are regaining their power because they see now the lies and the manipulation. They are looking back to the past. They are looking back to the past. Revisiting their past. Yeah, they realize that they have been totally manipulated and controlled by somebody that was trauma bonding with them. Somebody toxic. This is extremely toxic here. King of Wands in reverse. The devil in reverse. And the devil, sorry, not in reverse. Yeah, somebody very, very toxic and very controlling. Yeah. But listen, we will end it here. We have the Justice card. Things are getting balanced. I'm happy to see this Justice card in the upright. Things are being balanced. Yeah, we had the Temperance here also. Yeah, there is a lot of balance here now. So if you are, let's say, the child here, right, dealing with the toxic mother, right? What you are going through is very painful, but as said, it is liberation. It is truly, we had the Eight of Swords in reverse. All your reality, all your perceptions were fake. They were manipulated. Somebody wanted to keep you trapped. This is what they wanted. So the awakening is extremely painful, very painful. It's shocking. It's a shock, truly. So you need time to digest. And slowly, slowly things will come up, new things that will come up, right? Like what I said about realizing that everything that this person have said about anyone, any kind of moral values, you know, all those kind of things. You have to revisit everything. But this is the stage after, right? This comes up after. First, there is the digesting, like allowing yourself to feel whatever you need to feel. A lot of anger, a lot of sadness, a lot of frustration. And it's truly like, you know, it's losing someone. This is why it is grief. It is losing someone. And then there is a much deeper, many other levels, right? Because it's not just grieving someone. It is grieving someone, it is all the betrayal, it's a lot, it's a lot. But it's a rebirth, right? It's a rebirth. So I hope that it is helpful. I will leave it here. I'll see you in the comments. I wish you all a beautiful day, afternoon, evening, whenever you are watching this. Until very, very soon. Bye.